We are glad to welcome you to our channel. Kindly subscribe to our channel and share our videos with your friends and relations. And click on the bell icon for instant notification whenever new videos are uploaded on this channel. Rest assured that we are going to have a very exciting and inspiring discussion. Let's dive into the lesson right away. Hello, friends. This is English Classes Online, and I am your host, Benjamin. In today's video, our focus will be on how best to learn from grammar mistakes. Grammar mistakes, as you know, frequently occur. However, these grammar mistakes also offer us opportunities for learning the correct use of English, okay? So let's now begin to look at these various examples. Let's begin with example 1. Me and my sister are traveling to Kano. I want you to look at this expression and see if you can correct it by yourself. What do you think is wrong with this grammatical expression? Me and my sister are traveling to Kano. Now, let's look at 3 aspects to enable us learn from this. We are going to look at the mistake, then we look at the correction, and we look at the explanation or the reason. Now, what is the mistake here? Using me instead of I. That is basically what is wrong here. And we can understand this if we try. Let me explain this to you. You know, I is a subject, me is an object. So we have 3 cases of the pronoun: the subjective case, the objective case, and the possessive case. The object is, the subject is usually I, the personal. Then the object is me. And normally the subject is the doer of the action, while the object is the receiver of the action. So this sentence, me and my sister are traveling to Kano, is supposed to be a sentence that has the SVA structure. Let's see. Let's try to do that. Let's say SV, then A. Well, SVA. SVA. Where S stands for subject, V stands for verb, and A stands for adjunct. Okay. Now, basically, I would like, before you understand this explanation, to understand that the correct thing is my sister and I are traveling to Kano. Now, let's see exactly. My sister and I, okay, are traveling to Kano. So that is exactly the structure of that sentence. And when we look at it, my sister and I are the subjects, the doer of the action of traveling. My sister and I are traveling. So it is wrong to say me and my sister are traveling, okay? Because here you are using the object that should be the receiver of an action in the position of the subject that should be the doer of the action. So that is essentially what is wrong. Now, how can you use me? You can only use me as an object. So where you have S, V, SVO, where you have SVO, where O is, the object, then you can use me. For example, Okon insulted me. Okay, so you can see this is where you can use me here. Okay, Okon insulted me. Okay, so me is the receiver of the action of the insult performed by Okon. The correct sentence would be, my sister and I are traveling to Kano. Okay, now let's look at the explanation. The subject of the sentence should be the subjective case, that's the subjective form of the pronoun, which is I, instead of me. That is really the explanation. Now, let's look at example 2. There's many apples in that basket. There's many apples in that basket. What do you think is the mistake here? I want you to take a look at it before we look at the mistake, the correction, and the reason or the grammatical explanation for the error. Let's begin with the mistake. Using there is with a plural noun is incorrect. Okay, that's what is incorrect there. The correction should be, okay, there are many apples in that basket. There are many apples in that basket. And so the reason is, that there is used with singular noun, while there are is used with plural noun. So in this case, many apples constitute a plural noun and should go with are. There are many apples in that basket. Example 3, I am not used to drink soft drinks. What do you think is wrong with this? Well, let's look at the mistake there. Using the base form of the verb drink after to is incorrect. What should be used is the ing form. Okay, so the correct sentence would be, I am not used to drinking soft drinks. So the reason for this is that after to, when you are using the expression used to, what follows should be the ing form of the verb. That's simply the explanation. I am used to, or I am not used to doing this or doing that. So what you need to remember is that to is followed by the gerund, which is the ing form of the verb, instead of the base form of the verb. Whenever you say I am not used to, you should be I am not used to doing something, not I am not used to do something. Okay. Example 4, I have a good news for you. Now the mistake is you cannot use a with good news. It is incorrect. Why is it incorrect? We are going to see it. Now, the correct thing, the correct sentence would be, I have good news for you, or I have some good news for you. And the reason is this. News is an uncountable noun, and you cannot use a or an with uncountable noun. Okay? So if you cannot count it, do not use a or an with it. So that's basically the reason. Okay? Now, example 5, I wish I can relocate to Canada. Now, the mistake here is using the present tense can with wish. Whenever you are using the expression wish, I wish, what should follow should be the past tense of the verb. Okay, so that's basically what it is. So the correct sentence would be, I wish I could relocate to Canada. Okay, so The past tense modal could and would should be more appropriate when referring to wishes or when talking about wishes. Example 6, I congratulate you for your outstanding success. What is the mistake here? Can you guess? Well, the mistake here is that on is to be used instead of for. So using for instead of on is incorrect in this context. So the correct sentence would be, I congratulate you on your outstanding success. On your outstanding success. So the preposition on is more appropriate when congratulating someone, and that's basically what it is. This brings us to example 7. Everyone in the family are doing well. Can you correct this sentence by yourself? Everyone in the family are doing well. What is wrong with this sentence? Well, the mistake is that we ought not to use are, okay? We ought not to use are because using are instead of is makes this sentence incorrect. The correct sentence would be, everyone in the family is doing well, because everyone is a singular subject, and the reason is simple. The rule of Concord states that a singular subject requires a singular verb, and everyone in this sentence is a singular subject. Therefore, it should be used with a singular verb is. Everyone in the family is doing well. Example 8, my sister is married with the governor. My sister is married with the governor. What is wrong with this sentence? What is wrong here is with. The preposition with, using with instead of to makes the sentence incorrect. Okay? And this is a very common grammar mistake that a lot of people make. My sister is married with the governor. That is grammatically incorrect. Now, the correct sentence would be, my sister is married to the governor. You are married to someone. You are not married with someone. You are married to someone. Okay? So the reason is simply the wrong use of of the preposition with instead of to, because this violates the rule of collocation. Collocation refers to a group of two or more words that are normally used in a sentence. There are certain English words that keep company with other English words. And then when you use these words with other words that don't usually go with them, it makes the sentence incorrect. So let's now move on to example 9. Mary has been in London since 4 years. Mary has been in London since 4 years. Now, the mistake is the use of since instead of for. That makes the sentence incorrect. The correct sentence would be, Mary has been in London for 4 years. Now, the reason or the grammatical explanation is that using for is inappropriate when referring to a period of time. Okay? For 4 years, a period, you use for. What is appropriate actually is you use for a given period of time, like for 4 years, for 4 hours, for 4 months, you use for instead of since. Okay? Now, when do you use since? You use since when you are referring to a specific time or date. You can say, Mary has been in London since 2021, or Mary has been in London since 2022 or thereabout. Just let it be a specific time or date. You use since. But if it is a given period of time, then you use for. The last but not the least example, example 10, my uncle bought a new Japanese red car. Okay, there are some typos there, but I want you to ignore them. Now, what is the mistake here? My uncle bought a new Japanese red car. A new Japanese red car. Can you guess what exactly is wrong there? Now, placing Japanese before red makes the sentence incorrect. Okay, so the correct sentence would be, my uncle bought a new red Japanese car. Now, the reason for this is that we have what is called the correct order of adjectives. And in the correct order of adjectives, color comes before origin. You know, red is color, origin, Japanese is origin or nationality, if you like. Now, there is something I came up with as an acronym, and that is those as comp. Those as comp has to do, look at those as comp here. So you need to use those as comp as a rule. Those as comp refers to determiner. D stands for determiner. For example, the word a is a determiner. You know, you have articles, you have pre-modifiers as determiner. For example, a man. O stands for opinion. For example, kind man. So if you are going to describe a man as kind, then you can say a kind man. In other words, A comes before kind, which determiner comes before opinion. So opinion adjectives come after determiner. The next is size, like big. If you want to describe the man and add the size, you can say a kind fat man or big man, if you like. Then A stands for age. Okay, so if we are to pursue this description of the man, we will still say a kind, big, middle-aged man or young man. Okay, a kind, fat, young man when we have to add the age. What of the size? You know, S, which stands for shape, like round. We have C standing for color, you know, like red car. The second O here stands for origin, such as Japanese car. M stands for material, such as wooden table, the material with which the object was made, wooden table. Then the P, which is the last letter here, stands for purpose. For example, frying pan, the word frying indicates the purpose. You know, the purpose of the pan is to fry. So you would call it a frying pan. If you describe a machine as a washing machine, the purpose is washing. A cooking pot, the word cooking, you know, and so on and so forth. I would like you to look at strategies for improving grammar and avoiding common mistakes. Now, number one, read extensively. Read extensively. That is really very important. Okay? Read extensively. That's the first thing you need to understand. Read extensively. You know, reading high quality literature can help you internalize proper grammar and sentence structure. Then the second thing you need to do is to use grammar resources. Okay, use grammar resources. Utilize online tools, grammar guides, and language learning apps to build your skills. That's important. Then the third one is for you to practice, practice, practice. The more you write and speak, the more natural and proper your grammar will become. Okay. Well, there are some typos here, so I would like you to overlook them. Now, the next thing is for you to learn from mistakes, just as we have done here. Try to look at, various grammar mistakes corrected by experts and learn from them. Identify your weaknesses and work on them. Embrace errors as opportunities to improve. So this is essentially what we have done here. So now I look forward to seeing you in the next class.
Many thanks for watching today's video. A big thank you to all of you out there for being part of today's episode. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, kindly subscribe to this channel. Subscribe now as a way of giving us support. For notification about new videos, click on the bell icon. You will find the bell icon. Click on it so that whenever a new video is uploaded, you will be instantly notified. If you have actually enjoyed the video, like and share the video with your friends and relatives. This is very important. If you have any comments, leave your comments below. Any questions, any suggestions, we would gladly receive them and respond promptly and positively to them. See you in the next video. I look forward to always seeing you in the new video.